Hello, folks. Tonight we're looking at a beer that is quite popular, believe it or not, and Jeff is going to show us what it is. Jeff Twister.
Michelob Ultra Lime Cactus.
Yeah, Michelob Ultra Lime Cactus. And the official name, if you look at the Anheuser-Busch website and the tap into your beer, is Michelob Ultra Fruit Lime Cactus. But for some reason, they don't put it on the bottles anymore. But
I pried it off, but it's a twist off.
It's a twist off. It's 95 calories, 4% alcohol, 5.5 carbs. It's got a pretty bottle with the embossed glass. My daughter says it's called filigree.
Soda poured into the glass.
Michelob makes a good-looking bottle, though, really.
Yeah, and you got the little ribbon. You got the
It says Lime Cactus on the cap. That's a nice one.
Yeah. Got the red ribbon. And here's the six-pack. I'm going to go put it back up in the fridge, but here's what the six-pack. It was $7.29 at my, I got a lot of glare. Still daylight outside. $11.29. You're always going to have the Michelob ribbon. See where my finger pointing at it? Got that round Michelob label. The original Michelob is practically dead these days. You'll never see that almost anywhere.
I've not seen the original Michelob for I don't know how many years. I see the Michelob Light every once in a while, and the Ultra Light all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something we should look at. Have we looked at the Ultra Light yet?
Yes.
Okay, yes, we did, didn't we? Yeah.
Michelob Ultra is one of the fastest growing beer brands in America, which I read a long article about that. They said it's interesting because even the craft beers have been in decline lately in the sense that all brands are kind of declining, you know. But for some reason, this one and like other ones like what is that? Grupo Modelo Especial, it's growing, but Michelob Ultra is just like a hot item right now.
Well, they're really commercializing up that beer real strong right now.
You've never had it?
Michelob Ultra?
Light, the lime cactus.
No, it's the first time I ever had it. I didn't even know it existed until you said something about it.
Jeff?
I didn't know it existed either until I got the invite.
Huh.
I guess I kind of glanced by and thought, okay, it's another lime beer like Bud Light Lime. I didn't see the cactus part.
And I guess I'm kind of like Jeff. I mean, I've kind of probably glanced by just another Ultra Lime, but I never noticed the cactus part of it. So until you come up with this, I've never had it. So
I just thought it would be something interesting because I had a feeling nobody else was going to ever examine it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see something. 29, 31 plus 30 plus 31.
I don't know about you guys, but I got a lot of carbonation. It's just full.
Mine's just blowing up right now. Look at that.
The head went away real quick, but the carbonation is so big, it's so heavy that it's actually making another head.
Yeah, mine fizzed away, and it's got fierce bubble streams. It's pale as heck. It looks like ginger ale.
Mm-hmm.
Have either one of you ever had the Michelob Ultra Amber?
I have, a long time ago.
Yeah, I did too.
Never had it.
We'll have to look at that, don't you think?
I think I bought it one time just to try it, and I don't really remember what it tasted like, smelled like, or anything.
They're so light and thin. They don't really taste like a whole lot. Now look, I'm looking on the website right here, and it gives you it says Michelob Ultra Fruit Lime Cactus.
Huh.
But on the bottle and cans it just says Lime Cactus. But anywhere you see on the internet, the Michelob Ultra website, this website, Tap Into Your Beer, or Anheuser-Busch, it says Michelob Ultra Fruit Lime Cactus.
Yeah, mine just says Ultra Lime Cactus with light beer with natural flavors.
Right, but you got to go onto the website. Fruity aroma with a clean citrus finish. 4% alcohol, 95 calories. I'll read the ingredients real fast. Water, corn, rice, or dextrose syrup, which is the brewer's syrup. So they either using rice or the syrup. I guess whatever's available. It probably doesn't alter the flavor. Barley malt, hop extract, Oh, here it's going to start going downhill. High fructose corn syrup,
Oh boy, there we go.
malic acid.
Mm.
Don't you ever want to drink beer with malic acid in it? Natural flavor, and even yeast. um,
What kind of yeast?
Now I said even yeast. They even have yeast in it. I'm being sarcastic. Just yeast. I did buy this once before, a 6-pack, years ago. I guess it's probably been out about 5 years. It doesn't look like they have real agave cactus juice. It's just some kind of flavoring.
Flavor, is what it says.
It doesn't have real lime juice. It's flavoring. So it could be fish guts or, moose hair or whatever they put in there to make it taste like it. But, oh well. The government says it's safe to drink, so don't you trust the government? Let's drink. Now, let's see. John, you're the only one north of the Ohio River right now. Why don't you give us the aroma test?
Okay. I mean, you get a little bit. I don't know what they're expecting out of the cactus flavor of it, but or the aroma of it, but you definitely get that lime. It's almost like the Bud Light lime, or maybe the Lime-A-Rita smell in it. I guess maybe the cactus is like a afterthought of let's throw a lime cactus in it. But, it's equivalent to a Bud Light lime or a Lime-A-Rita, I guess.
Yeah. What do you think, Jeff? And the aroma?
Definitely get the lime. It almost smells like a Jolly Rancher. Like a sweet candy.
Mm. Well, let me see what I'm picking up. Yeah, Jolly Rancher. And there's something else. I don't know about Jolly Rancher. Maybe it is that prickly pear aroma. It's got a little pungent to it.
Yeah, but that carbonation is so heavy in it.
Go ahead. If you don't like head of foam in your beer, this could be one for you.
Yeah.
Let's go with the flavor. John?
I get some kind of I think the lime taste is just a smidgen off in it. I don't taste any hops. I don't taste any. I guess they don't explain what kind of yeast they use, but
Yeah.
I'm still thrown off with the cactus in it, but it's kind of an off-flavor yeast. I don't know if the carbonation is throwing the lime off a little bit, but it's a refreshing beer. You can't go wrong with it, but there's just something about it. To me, it's just a little off.
Oh.
From what the namesake is, but I guess you get what the namesake is because you're getting natural flavors. So what the natural flavors are in it, I guess that's the lime cactus. But it's not bad.
It's some kind of beverage flavoring that's going to mimic lime and cactus. It's not true lime and cactus.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jeff?
I'm trying to pick up some sort of cactus flavoring or whatever they were supposed to say that it's cactus in it, but it just kind of tastes like a lime light beer that doesn't have quite enough tartness that you would expect from like a lime flavoring.
Let's see if I can give some description of it. I bet you it's been 5 years since I've had it, 4 years. Well, mainly, it's water. It's such a watery beer. And I think, don't you think the people that drink out of the bottle, it's probably 99% of the time they're drinking out the bottle instead of a glass?
Yeah, of course.
And they have it in cans too, by the way.
I've never seen it in a can.
Yeah, they had 12 packs of cans right there at the store, right there. It's water a little background lime flavor, maybe some grain like beer flavor. There's some kind of little saltiness, perhaps, and maybe that cactus pulp taste. I know they don't have it in there. I remember I went to Mexico in 1997, and I went to this restaurant called Mi Pueblito in Matamoros, and they had something called Fajitas Guadalajara. I didn't know what that was. I said, "What's Fajitas Guadalajara?" The people at the restaurant, they couldn't really speak English too well. They were like, "Oh, you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it." I said, "Well, okay." But it was a bowl, like a lava bowl, a bowl made out of lava, with this boiling water in it, and chunks of green stuff, and then slices of steak. And I was like, "What is this?" And by that time, this American guy had come eat dinner with me. We just met at the restaurant. We were talking, and he said, "Oh, that's chunks of cactus. That's like the pulp. They sliced the meat of the cactus." I said, "Well, this is different," but it was good, by the way. But this kind of reminds me of that from 19 years ago for some reason. Little saltiness. I don't know. I know it doesn't have salt in it.
It's just a peculiar beer. I mean, it's light, it's refreshing, it's got a big water taste. I mean, I'm 2/3 done with mine. The carbonation is just still going crazy on it. I mean, but I mean, it almost kind of tastes like it's kind of got that sweet tart taste. I mean, I know Jeff said something about Jolly Ranchers, but to me, it's almost got like a sweet tart taste.
My problem with Bud Light Lime was that it had too much of like a gooey slickness in it.
Yeah.
Like too much of that sweetener or something in it. This one is thin enough where it doesn't have that.
Yeah. Now, I've been wanting to try that new one they got out called the Splash-A-Rita. Have you seen that?
Oh, yeah. See them all around.
Yeah.
It's like Bud Light Lime Splash-A-Rita.
Yeah.
This here, I find, is a little nicer than the Bud Light Lime. It's lighter, and it's less of that candy-like thing. I think it's kind of taken over from Bud Light Lime around here. You're seeing it more and more and seeing Bud Light Lime less and less.
Yeah.
A huge difference, but I am noticing that Michelob Ultra is just becoming like the king, you know? So, of course, most people are going to buy the straight Ultra, but they have a few people that deviate into this one, and then there's a little bitty bit, probably 5% of that market that will go into the Michelob Amber.
Now, I'm going to say this, and I don't mean to be sexist, but I think maybe their focus is Michelob Ultra Lime more towards the women maybe than the guys, because I know my wife focuses kind of on she kind of likes the limey type beers, and that might be where their agenda is focused on is women more than men on this one.
That might be true, and if they're making money off of it, I'm sure they don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be. That's a good point. I could see women at the swimming pool at the country club drinking a lot of this stuff. I don't think you could get drunk too easy off of it. It's only 4%, and it's so light-bodied. Do you think you could guzzle this pretty fast? Like,
I think you could. And if you was sitting on the beach or at a campsite or just I mean, if you wanted to try some lime beers with some buddies, I mean, this would be one of those beers that you can sit on the beach and drink all day long, or hang out at the campsite, or just if you had some buddies wanting to drink a bunch of lime beers for, I guess you could really guzzle these down. But I mean,
the body's pretty light, huh?
Yeah, body's real light.
One beer we've never examined, and that's probably a good thing, is the Bud Select 55. Select 55 from Budweiser.
Yeah, it's at what, 2.4% or something like that. It's so light.
Yeah, it's almost like not even an alcohol drink.
Yeah.
A little kid could drink that probably and wouldn't feel it.
That might be something we look at one day or something. I could find some.
Yeah, because it's really popular, and we still getting that Bud Select around here. I'm telling you right now, they've got some people in this town that are buying it. Walmart's selling 18 packs, 12 packs, and 24 packs of Bud Select. It's called Select from Budweiser today. But
Mhm.
those black bottles and black cans, people are buying it.
I that you brought that up because I saw that when I went to buy this beer, and I was like, "Is this still really around?"
I
Yeah.
think next time I see it, I'm gonna pick it up just so if you ever want to do a review on it, we'll have it.
We examined it once. It's really the best light beer they make because it's sort of like a hybrid beer. It's 4.3% alcohol, but it only has what 95 calories, so it you're getting kind of a good trade-off, and it has a pretty good flavor relative to other light beers, I think. But
You know, one that I didn't realize how big a seller it was right here. And that's Bud Light Ice. That's a big, big seller around here.
wait a minute, Bud Light Ice.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what are you talking about? No one's ever heard of this. This is a new product in Indiana. Bud Light Ice.
Yeah.
Or do you mean just Bud Ice?
Bud Ice, I mean. I'm sorry, Bud
I have to
Ice.
say, I was about to have to go reboot my whole channel and everything. All right,
But I didn't realize how big a seller it is right here. But, you know, from walking into places and talking to different people, I mean, that's a big seller, Bud Ice.
Bud Ice is pretty much taking Louisiana hostage. You can go in convenience stores in the suburbs of New Orleans, and they've got entire coolers dedicated to Bud Ice.
12s all the way up to 40s, right?
Oh, they've got, well, around here, it's the 18-ounce bottles. That's like the hot item. 18-ounce bottles. But, of course, the tall cans, the 12-packs, the 6-packs, the 18-packs, the 24-packs.
Mm-hmm.
It is just a major thing. And I asked the distributors about it. Why is Bud Ice so popular? They said, we cannot figure it out, but we're not going to question it. We're just going to stock it.
But you know, around here, I mean, 8-packs at convenience stores are the top sellers. So you get 8-packs around here for like not only Bud Ice, but like Bud and Bud Light. You can buy 2 16-ounce 8-packs around here of that for like 2 of them for like $12. It's like 6-packs. It's like 8-ounce cans, or like 16-ounce cans of 8-packs for like $6.99. So
8-packs. I've never heard of such a thing.
but if you buy 2, you get them 2 for $12. So you know, they're big around here at gas stations. 8-packs.
Huh. We do have 8-packs of some things here. Now it's true. We have 10-packs of Newcastle, for instance. So it's strange how they configure things. Usually it's in the multiples of 3, though, you'll notice. It's typically multiples of 3.
Yeah.
6, 12, 18s, and so on. Well, the last question here, well, I got 2 more questions, but the first question is, John and Brister, would you buy this again?
Go ahead, Jeff.
You go ahead first.
You want me to? Will I buy this again? We was gonna do a revisit on it, but if I probably wouldn't. I mean, it's a light beer. It's a refreshing beer, and you know, I've been called the king of light beer. But and I'll probably do a review on my channel on it. But I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I think you get what you get out of it for the reasons you get out of it. But yeah, it depends on what I was doing, where I was at, if I'd buy it again. So depends on the circumstances. I'll say that. I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to say no. Depends on the circumstances. So
I'll start, and then Jeff can finish. I would not buy it again for myself but to be fair, I never buy this kind of stuff for myself. If I'm going to buy a light beer for myself, I'm going to buy a Rockdale Light at Walmart for a suitcase for $11.76.
I'd like to try that.
Because I could just drink it. And it's pretty good. And it's $11.76 for 24 cans. So this is $7.29 for a 6-pack. Oh, no, I'm not going to buy it. Now, if I went to a party, like I did a couple of years ago, 3-4 years ago, I went to this party, I remember, in New Orleans, and New Year's Eve.
What is this?
I went to a New Year's Eve party, and I don't think they sell 40-ounce. No, they only sell 12-ounce cans and bottles.
Yeah.
But I thought I'm going to do something good. I'm going to bring Michelob, the original Michelob, and I brought Guinness Draft. Those people at that party looked at me like I was out of my mind. So if I went back to that party again, I would bring Michelob Ultra, Lime, Cactus, and they would be happy. They would be, now he's bringing something, decent. Because they were not pleased with the Michelob, the regular, the original Michelob.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they were especially disturbed by the Guinness.
Yeah. See, I can remember back years ago,
I
Jay.
drank it.
What do you think how many years ago that's been? I've been here 14. 20 years ago when I used to drink Michelob Light like it was going out of style, and that was considered more of a craft beer back then.
Well, like a gourmet.
They had the Coke bottles, you know.
Right, it's like a gourmet light beer.
Yeah.
And now people look at it as some 72-year-old guy beer.
Yeah.
Hey, next question. So we're not thrilled with this beer, but we knew that going in what we were getting into.
Exactly.
I know it's very popular. If you want to drink it, don't feel bad. Go out and buy it if you like it. It's not my gig. Jeff, you look like you're going to say you wouldn't buy it again.
I wouldn't buy it again for myself, much like the same reason that you mentioned. I don't really buy Michelob brands on a regular basis. I don't really buy light beer on a regular basis. If I want like a session like lager, I'll go with like PBR or like Coors Banquet, something like that. Something with a little more ABV and a little bit more taste. And definitely not. I'll try any beer, but I don't drink lime beers on a
So would you be more likely to buy King Cobra?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a couple of friends that drink exclusively Michelob Ultra. I would buy this for them.
Yeah.
If they hadn't tried it, but I don't see myself buying a 12-pack of Michelob Ultra Lime Cactus next week.
No.
But you know,
Okay.
I'm coming at you.
Wait. I'm going to let you talk. But I want to ask a real quick question. I want to follow this up with a second beer. I just want to ask you, should I follow this up with a low ABV beer or a high ABV beer?
I would stick with what we're having now and stick with a low ABV beer.
What do you say, Jeff?
Depends on what you mean by high ABV beer. Are you going to go grab an Imperial Stout, or are you going to go grab
I mean high.
like 8% or higher?
I mean 9% or higher.
Oh.
I'm just asking what I should drink now.
Depends on what your stomach can take.
Yeah.
It can take a lot.
What style is it?
It's a very strong ale.
I want to see what it is. Just because I want you to drink it, I want to see what it is.
Go for it.
Okay, now I could have easily grabbed that Michelob Ultra 4%. Now you've got me into this now. Okay, I'm coming back.
I would have stuck with the Michelob Ultra.
Depends on how much drinking wants to do tonight.
Uh-huh.
Depends on how much drinking plans on doing tonight.
Not a lot.
Yeah.
This will be it. I'm not a big drinker, Jeff. It's called Aviator Brewing Company's Devil's Tramping Ground Tripel, and it's 9.2% alcohol.
Mm.
Thank you very much. It's from North Carolina. We are cracking open the can. Now, John, you wanted to say something. I interrupted you. What were you going to say?
You know, I'm an avid craft beer drinker. And I think everybody knows that. I'm sitting here looking at about 30 craft beers I just done trade and got from Wisconsin just within the last 2 days. But I'm an avid light beer drinker. Some people actually call me the king of light beers. I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult, but you know,
It depends who's saying it.
yeah. But you know, I mean, will I buy this beer again? I'm like Bruce, probably not, unless I was going somewhere where somebody absolutely wanted to try a Michelob Ultra Light Lime Cactus. But I mean, for what it is, I mean, you gotta give kudos for what it is. They've done a good job with the beer. I mean, the head goes away quickly. I mean, it has no lacing. The carbonation is just mind-boggling on this beer. Even to the last drink, it's mind-boggling. But I mean, they've come up with a concept. They've come up with a beer. They've come up with a cellar that you know, it's mind-boggling how much they sell this Ultra stuff. But You know,
like mad. They're selling it like mad.
but you know, they're advertising it properly. They're advertising it in the right media. They're advertising it to where it's what is. I mean, it's a hot selling beer right now. Probably one of the hottest selling beers in the United States. So.
Yeah, well, they said on the Forbes article I read that their marketing for Michelob Ultra is fabulous. Like they've done a great job with it and how they frame it. You know, because it's a lot of times how you frame it.
Yeah, but you know,
beer suffered for so many decades over this framing it since the late '80s as funny animal, off-color jokes and idiot. You know, that didn't really appeal to people. What now?
but you know, I live in the Louisville area, and I mean, it seems like, you know, at least if you watch an hour-long TV show, you're gonna see Michelob Ultra commercial twice. So they're not wasting any money. I mean, they're spending their money and advertising this beer within different commercials, different mindsets, different. So yeah, I mean
I always keep my eye open for what is being advertised, and you know I watch a lot of baseball, and in fact I'm missing a game right now. It's making me uncomfortable, but I'm missing 2 games, but so I'm gonna get off of here and go watch the Yankees game and the Rangers game. But look at that glare.
you're glowing with Michelob Ultra Lime Cactus.
Yeah, it's just technology. It's not that bright, but it's bright. But anyway, I watch these commercials, you know, and you see a lot of hard liquor ads. Like if I watch this game tonight for 2 hours, I'm going to see at least 3 times they're going to play that Hennessy ad about the Picard family going in the balloon, and then the son going to the bottom of the ocean and saying, if you're like them, you'll drink Hennessy. And that's interesting. And then they'll have they'll probably have a Michelob Ultra ad. You will not see a Pabst Blue Ribbon ad.
No.
You will not see a Schlitz ad.
You'll see that Jim Beam commercial with Mila Kunis.
Oh,
Yep.
the girl who's never been inside a distillery, but she's cute, and I would go on a date with her, honestly. But
Did I see where Matthew McConaughey is now a spokesman for
it'd be nice.
Jim Beam?
I thought he did the Lincoln cars.
Yeah, but I think he's now a spokesman for Jim Beam, I think, too.
Oh, okay.
I'd be wrong, but yeah, he's an official spokesman for the Jim Beam distillery now.
Well, the one with what's her name?
Mila Kunis, I think that's how it's her name.
Yeah, those are cute.
Yeah.
They're kind of cute, but at the same time, they're pretty stupid because everybody knows she doesn't work there.
Yeah.
She's got these work clothes on, you know, and she's
brewing the fucking liquor.
yeah, she's hitting the side of the bottle, you know. We fire, brew these. I mean, we charcoal burn these barrels and all. And I'm like, you don't work there. And if it wasn't, well, anyway, I don't want to get into a bunch of theory, but yeah, you'll see Jim Beam. You'll see wine. I don't see as many wine commercials.
You do around here quite a bit.
We used to see all the time. Corbett, Canyon. All right. Well, anyway, this Aviator is really good. It's a good Tripel. It reminds me of Duvel. Someone brought this to me. This was brought to me by Pete Whalen and his brothers. ABC is one of his brothers that comments. You saw what was in my trunk. 40 beer. I'm thinking he's going to bring me a couple of beers, so I show up with this Japanese beer. He's got his trunk open. I'll say, why, are you bringing a lot of beer to people, huh? Oh, no, it's all for you. I'm like, what? So he brought me so much stuff I could never dream of getting a hold of. So it's fabulous, you know, all these fabulous, you know, all these great beers he brought me. So Michelob Ultra, well, you buy it if you want to buy it. Aviator from Aviator Brewing Company's Devil's Tramping Ground Tripel. Oh, yeah. That's called stepping up your game. But anyway, that's it. We've run out of topics. But we only had one topic anyway. What do you have there, sir? Oh.
No, I'm just sorry. I'm looking beers.
One more thing. One more thing. Next week, we're doing
Old Tankard Ale.
To me, a much more fascinating beer, Pabst Old Tankard Ale. I mean, I've got so many of those in my fridge right now. And I was doing some research on that beer, and they showed some old cans of Pabst Special Dark Lager from the 1980s. Wouldn't you go and buy that if that came out, Pabst Special Dark Lager?
I'd buy anything from them.
Huh?
I would buy anything from Pabst right now if I could get it.
Everything they make is good.
But I think we can just now start getting a Ballantine IPA around here, and I want to get some of that. So
You'll love it. Have you had anything from Pabst that tasted bad?
no, never have.
No way.
No.
It's not going to happen. And look, here's another idea. What if we examine Michelob Special Dark Lager one night?
I had to find that one.
Jeff Brister, have you ever had Michelob Dark?
No, never seen it either.
They tried to sell Michelob Dark in this grocery store here. Around here, people wouldn't buy it. Oh, they said, it's too strong, it's too strong.
I've never seen that, man.
What?
I've never seen it.
Michelob Dark?
No.
Yeah, we're going to have to do some research on that. That's a fascinating beer. And it's a great beer that nobody will try. The craft beer people won't drink it because it's made by Heineken.
Oh, I'm sure of that, yeah.
And the Heineken, but it's great. I love Michelob Dark. I mean Heineken Dark. What am I saying? It's
Heineken Dark. Let me see if I can find that. If I can find it, I'm going down to Louisville this weekend, so if I can find it, I will. I'll shoot you a message on Facebook. So
yeah, and I'll look for a locator tool. And I know everybody's got to go, and I got to go, but I'm going to read off real fast what's coming up just for general interest. Old Tankard Ale, which I'm very excited about.
God, that's a good beer.
I love it. Okay, Beck's Dark. I figured that'd be an oddball thing to examine. Beck's Dark.
Hang on a minute. Let me write this down while you're saying this. Hang on a second. So I know we got Old Tankard Ale, but we got Beck's Dark, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
It's just week by week, you know. Then we've got Warsteiner Premium Verum. That's okay.
I don't. You need to send out a message.
Oh, just write it out. And then we've got Warsteiner Dunkel. And then Jingo and Jingo Gold. And Old Speckled Hen and Wells Banana Bread Beer and Young's Double Chocolate Stout. Okay, I'll send a thing over there on Facebook.
Old Speckled Hen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the worst beers I've ever put in my freaking mouth, dude.
I've had that Wells Banana Bread beer before.
I actually got one in my refrigerator right now. If we're gonna do it, I'm not gonna let anybody take it. So
what? The banana bread?
Yeah.
No, wait. You told me you hated Old Speckled Hen?
God, that's a terrible beer.
I don't know what your Facebook count was, but when you get back on there later, you'll notice it's one less person.
Okay.
I cannot be your friend now.
Okay.
Because we disagree on that, because I love Old Speckled Hen.
I'll tell you what, I go buy 2 singles. I'm going to retry one, and I'll save one for the examination. How about that?
That sounds fair.
Yeah. They don't defriend me yet.
Okay. I'll wait.
Yeah.
Jeff Brister, any last comments?
I just had one thought. I'm not going to pull it up on the thing, but is this going to be like a year-round thing from now on? They're just going to keep putting this out, or is this like a seasonal? Or is
No, it's year-round beer.
It's sold all the time.
Year-round.
Plans to like take it off the shelves anytime soon?
Yeah.
No, they did try the 19th hole Michelob Ultra Iced Tea, but that didn't do too well.
Iced tea?
Michelob Ultra 19th hole Iced Tea.
Wow.
I've never heard of that.
Are they like trying to get like twisted tea or something like that?
Yeah, the store manager told me that one guy a month would come in and buy it. So they got rid of it, and then Michelob just killed it. I mean, nobody wanted it. Just like that Michelob Beach Bomb. I love Beach Bum, but people wouldn't buy it.
Wow.
That blonde ale,
Yeah.
good beer, but wouldn't buy it. Okay, well, that's about it. I think down the road, we should perhaps revisit Budweiser Black Crown and
Yeah.
Miller Fortune, because I don't think they're going to be around too much longer.
No, but I'll go ahead and pick up a 6-pack of it because I've actually got some of the original first bottles of Miller Fortune. So
Now, the counter argument would be, why would you want to examine it if it's not going to be around? Well, just to have it there, archived. What do you say, Jeff?
I haven't seen the Miller Fortune in a while.
we can still get it around here.
Oh, it trickles in. It's got a handful of people that buy it, but it was obviously a huge failure. I mean, they were expecting it was going to be like a major thing, and it was a major nothing.
Like remember the Budweiser bow?
Price, I thought.
Did anybody ever see the Budweiser bow tie can?
Mm-mm.
Yep, I sure did.
Yeah.
The bow tie can, yeah, it had the big bow tie on it.
No, hang on a minute. Let me go get one. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, it was shaped like a bow tie. Yeah.
Hang on a minute. I'll show one to Brewster.
It was he keeps calling you Brewster. What is this? Punky Brewster or Brewster's Millions? Or?
Yeah,
All right. Hey, don't feel bad.
Yeah.
I do this kind of all the time. I'll say the wrong thing, and then I can't get it out of my head. I'll say.
Well, I'm sorry. I mean, if I'm calling you, I thought it was Brewster. Is it not Brewster?
It's Brister.
Brister.
Yeah.
Think of brisket. You like brisket?
Sister or sister. Twister.
Twisted Brister.
Well, I apologize.
No worries.
Here's the Budweiser bow tie can.
Yeah, I remember that.
See the shape of the can?
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing that makes a person.
Does it have less than 12 ounces in it because of that
No,
shape?
Yeah, 11.
Yeah. It's 11.3 fluid ounces.
So it takes away that 0.7. With the
Yeah.
shape.
That's sad because if a person was trying to recover from depression and they saw that can, they'd be right back into treatment.
I actually picked these up in Myrtle Beach, North Carolina years ago, and I've still got 3 that I've never opened up. So
Yeah, don't even do it, please.
no, I'm not going to. So
Those kind of things make your life a little less happy. But people will buy them. Hey,
Yep.
Anyway, that's it. Not much you can say about Michelob Ultra Fruit Line Cactus, and you'll notice in this video we didn't really say much about it.
No, sorry.
We will. That's all right. We were talking about everything else under the sun. All right.
Because we got Budweiser in our back pocket. So
Under the well, why you got to bring that up? Hey, last thing, and then we're off. Remember a few months ago I told you that there's something coming, and I was working on it, and I saw the label, I saw the can and bottle design proposals, and then they showed me what the ABV was going to be. Let me tell you, I just cannot tell you, but I was so floored. When I saw it, I almost fell out this chair. I said, I am not believing what I'm looking at. But when it comes out, you're going to know it. But when it comes out, just remember that I'm going to tell you on Facebook, that's you and Jeff, I'm going to say, that's the one I was talking about. That's the one. But I can't say because I promised the company that I can't say anything. But it's just, that's it. You're not going to believe it. But anyway, it should be in about, I think in about 5 weeks or less. You're going to walk to that store and you're going to see it and you're going to say, oh, you're going to gasp.
am I going to get it here in Indiana?
Oh yeah, but I can't say anything because people start putting things together, and they'll figure it out. And I don't want to get in trouble because if I get in trouble, I can't have access to those previews. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can't even say what I knew about years ago before everybody knew about it because that'll let the cat out the bag. But
So you're in somebody's back pocket.
well, yeah, but it's fun. All right, thanks folks for watching this video production.
I'll see you guys later. I'm